All right, so this is the same single-ended, and we're going to start off with back combing. So I'm going to take my back combing brush, which is also a lice flea comb with a handle, but I am in Canada. I can get them at my local dollar store, so you can probably pick them up anywhere, so you don't need to spend a lot. This I even got on Temu. So you're going to start off by just back combing all the way down, but when you fix it, make sure that you pull the hair back towards you from the bottom up. Don't back comb, and you're going to want to get every side. So don't, like when it's like this, don't start fixing it from up here. You're always going to want to fix it from the bottom first. And I've seen people teach, I've seen tutorials where people say do short strokes, and other people say start off with longer strokes and then work your way into shorter strokes. I find I don't know, I just kind of go with the hair and how the hair feels, because all hair is different. Even, it could be the same brand. Now, this is kind of where I take this brush. So instead of always constantly using my fingers, because at one point, like I call them little finger condoms, but they are basically, I think they're for like stationary office work, but they are little plastic little plastic finger condoms that go on your finger and they roll down, so it prevents the burn that you would get, especially if you're making a lot of them. And it's good to separate the hair just a little bit, make sure there's no knots. Now, you obviously don't want to brush it out completely, and here you can see where the hair is split from the single-ended, so I'm just going to kind of work that a little bit. And then just keep doing that. Remember to do underneath and on the sides. So again, this is where you're going to want to take it from the bottom, just kind of work your way up. And also, it's a good thing when you have it so there's no knots and stuff like that, to palm roll it like this. That just gets rid of some of the fuzzies on the side before you crochet it. Now I am going to just get a little bit more back combing here done, and I'm just going to show you quickly the technique that I use. I'm just going to do it at the top. To give you an idea of how it works. So I call it basically back combing with a crochet. So I'm going to move this down closer here. So I'm going to take my 3-prong. It's a 0.5, but 0.5, 0.7 is fine. And so you're going to take it so that the hooks are facing you. You're going to go down in and basically pull up and away from you. And you're going to do that. I hope you can see because I'm left-handed, but you're going to do that. Kind of smooth it out a bit, flip it, make sure you get all sides. You'll notice it makes it extremely dense. Yes, it does give you some fuzzies, but those we'll worry about after. So you're basically up and away from you. And then always just kind of smooth it out after a while, twist it, And you'll know spots that you've missed because like down here, it's not bunching up as much. So this is also why it's a little bit like there's less time that you have to spend backcombing, because doing this, one, it makes the dread extremely solid, building density. And you can use, if you're doing a crochet dread and not twist seal, you can use those fuzzies for your crochet hook. So your single crochet. Now, if you don't know how to do this, a lot of people struggle with this, but basically you grab one side, twist it, so like the hook is facing upwards. As you go around the top, you turn it so the hook is facing down, grab more hair, and you just think of wrapping it, and then twist it so it's facing upwards, grab more hair, facing down, so it's facing up, twist, grab hair facing downwards, facing upwards, and you're just going to grab those little pieces of hair and just basically wrap it around the dreadlock. So I've got some here, and if your hook ever gets stuck, can pull, see if any will kind of let go like mine just did. Oh wait, you can go back up. So it's facing upwards. Wrap that around, go down. It's facing up. Now it's facing downwards. Grab more hair and just wrap it around. And you're going to do that the whole way down. So that is basically the technique for both of the crocheted. This is my technique here that I do to make my twist seals as well. So you do that the whole way down. Make sure that you haven't missed any gaps. There's no bumps or gaps. And then when you go to twist and seal it, it's not gonna be your typical crochet because you're gonna skip that part, but you're gonna do this the whole way down. And I do have some that are made already to that part. I did have somebody request to twist and seal with a steamer, but the steamers that I have, I know it's not like an industrial steamer. So I'm gonna have to look into that one. I know you can do it with an iron towel because like they don't want to use their straightener. Me personally, I've had this straightener for so many years. It's so old, so I can't say whether or not it's really done like damage to it because it was already anyways, but you're not using your straightener directly on the hair anyways. You're going to be using, I use a makeup wipe just because it's thinner, but most people will use a face cloth or damp face cloth. So like I said, you're going to do this the whole way down and make sure you turn it and get all sides. And then when that's done, like this turned out to be a pretty decent sized dreadlock. So when that's done, you're going to do the same thing you normally would. First, you're going to palm roll it to get rid of some of these fuzzies, and then twist them and seal them. But I am going to look into, I have 2 steamers from Walmart, but I know for a fact that it would not seal, twist and seal properly. It will definitely come unraveled just because I know I've tried to braid or twist 2 together to make wavies, and just my steamer alone wasn't enough to really make like really good wavies. So I know for a fact, if I want it to be twisted after you do like the back homing crochet, it won't come undone anyways. But if you want a nice twist that is going to not have a whole bunch of fuzzies, is going to be you know, even and look proper, you're gonna want to use something. If you have an industrial steamer, that like a super powered garment steamer probably would work. I'm just saying mine are like $30 ones from Walmart that I know won't seal it properly. I can potentially even do an example because I have them both right here. And but yeah, I will get the dreads that I have started that are already in that crocheted state, and we'll go from there, and I'll show you the process of twist and sealing them, and I'll even try to seal them with my steamer instead at first, and then if not, I will just show you how I do them with my straightener.